money. We have a platform that allows each and every creators to make money in such a way that as a content creator, you can monetize your content through the product that we've built, right? So the product is more of like creators coming, putting their content together and coming to the product that we built, and using that product to monetize their content by putting it on our platform, putting a price tag, and then people coming to the platform to um, come and enroll or just to come and buy the content. So we have some amazing product at Instinct Up that we've been building, and we are not limited to only Tech Academy as well. So like I said, so moving down to what tech diversity is all about. So this is like a way in which Instinct Up is using to give back to the community, right? So this program didn't just started this year. We've started for about 4 years back. We started 2021, and then in 2021 we just that is our first year. We just used it to test run, and it was successful by we training just individuals from two prestigious institutions, which we have Bowen University, and then we have Bayero University, Kano. We trained over, if I could remember, we trained over 400 individuals from these two schools, and the best students among them were got an internship with us at Instinct Hub, which I happens to be one of one of the beneficiary back then in 2021. Then moving down to 2022, we extend the program more to accommodate more people. So we leave it open only for university students, and then we're able to train individuals from different universities, and that was 2022, which was the second year. We were able to train individuals from different university, which Bayero University, Bowen University, University of Ilorin, University of Lagos, Lagos State University. We were able to train individuals from, I think it was 9 different universities. And then back then in 2021 and 2022, we only have 2 courses in our catalog then. We only have front end and yeah, we only have front end at that moment. Like the first 2 years, we only have a single course, which is only front end. So now moving down to 2023, we try to modernize our catalog by bringing on data analysis. Now we have that was last year, which was the third year, 2023. We have data analysis, and we have UI UX, and then we bring in front end beginner and intermediate as well. So for those who have enrolled in our front end beginner, they can move on, they can proceed with the intermediate track. And then all of this has been a very huge success for us. We've been able to achieve some milestone with all of this. And then even last year, we have 3 different cohorts for the participants. We have 3 different cohorts. We have cohort 1, cohort 2, and cohort 3, and I can say that this has been a successful program for us, starting from 2021 down to 2023. And then this is the 4th year edition. Now we have more courses in our catalog, and now we have cybersecurity, and now we have back-end development. So making it 5 different courses we have on our catalog. We have UI UX, data analysis, front end, back end, and then we have cybersecurity. So we have 5 courses, and what we do with the tech diversity program is we train individuals, and then the successful one among these individuals are placed on an internship, right? Are placed on an internship with Instinct Hub. So this is what we planned this year. So each and every for every cohort that we have, we have for every track we have 5 track basically. So the overall best students of this track, of all the track, we are just picking only one overall best student. It can be from data analysis, it can be from cybersecurity. So one individuals at the end of this program is going to get an internship with Instinctor. Successful individuals, overall best student is going to get an internship with Instinctor, regardless of the track the student is, provided that the student has been committed and then has met all our criteria for the program, is going to get the internship with Instinctor. Aside that, um, 10 students are going to get free certificates from us, regardless of your cohort. So we are giving 10 certificates, 10 free certificates for individuals who scale through to the end of the program. So we are going to give 10 certificates. Why the rest that meet our criteria? Because it is not everybody that are likely to get the certificate, because we've already set some steps for us to give certificates, right? So for any individual, we are giving 10 certificates, and then any individual that we see that yes, they meet our criteria, they are our requirements for the program, are going to get a certificate with a token, right? You are going to pay for the certificate. Only 10 students, overall 10 students will get free certificate, while the rest are going to get the certificate on the token, right? Talking about this certificate and everything, what I would want every one of us on this call to have at the back of our mind is the certificate or not. What we should after is the skills that we want to gain from this program, right? Because the skills is basically going to go a long way for each and every one of us. So regardless of which cohorts that which track that we've already enrolled, we should make sure that yes, we show our full dedication, and we are determined with the program throughout, because the program every week, basically every week we are going to roll out the student of the week, right, which we are going to feature across all our platform. So every week we normally have the student of the week. Those also counts, and also each and every one of us will be placed in a Slack channel. So if you don't have Slack, you can go and install Slack now, because when the program starts, we are moving down to Slack. So the successful candidates, because for now we've not started shortlisting, we are going to shortlist based on the digital literacy course that we roll out this week. So after you finishing the course, we are going to send you an email to join. Successful applicants will be asked to join the Slack channel. So once you join the Slack channel, the program is going to run for 12 weeks. And then at the duration of these 12 weeks, every week, students is going to get the tasks that they are to cover for that week on their own, at their own pace, right? So once you get the task, you are expected to do the task, and then you are expected to meet your mentor every Saturday. So because mentors will be assigned to each and every track. So you have to come together like this, as we are on this call that we are now. We are to come together and have a call with your mentors. You know, during the call, maybe during the week, I wasn't able to get some things. But since I'm on the call with my mentors, I can be able to ask questions and find my way around what it might be confusing me during the week. So mentors will be assigned to each and every track. At least we've provided 3 mentors for each track, for all the track: front end, back end, UI, UX, data analysis, and then cybersecurity. they've already have your mentors. Mentors are waiting for the successful applicant that will be joining the Slack channel. So, and also you can meet your mentors during the week. If you have questions, you can drop it in the Slack channel, and then people will definitely attend to you. So that is basically what you guys should be expecting from the tech diversity program. So now the next thing I'm going to talk about is majority of us, we are having issues with the digital literacy course. So one, we need to understand that this our platform, I mean our elements, um it's updated, right? So it's actually using the latest technology. So for those of us who our browser might be outdated, first you need to update your browsers for you to have a seamless interaction with our elements. So if you have your browser is basically outdated, it will not make the connection as flawless as possible. So you need to make sure that your browser is updated. Another thing is make sure you have a strong internet connection. I know basically because I as well as faced the issue for like 2 days back on one of our products. Most of us are using Airtel. I don't know what is wrong with Airtel lately. Airtel has been blocking some, even I can't access some sites. I don't know. I can't even connect to some servers. I don't know what might be the issues with Airtel, but our advice, maybe we can get service provider like MTN, because I know MTN is yeah. So one, you need to make sure that your browser is updated. That is very, very vital. And then secondly, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Because yeah, if your network is not strong, you find the platform not flawless as possible. And then the last thing, most of us that are having login issue, like I have said, try to use email address as your username, where the field that is asking username or email, just use your email address. And then in the case of maybe you've forgotten your password, you can try to reset your password so that you can be sure. So because that has been the main issue for those who are having this login problem, right? Just make sure that you use email, and then you can always reset your password. So once you reset your password, make sure that the password you are using, you've already assimilated so that you won't forget it again. So once you reset your password, go back to the platform, and then you logged in with that email address and then the password. So that will be the solution to that, those who are facing the login issue. And also, our CEO is on the call with us, person of Mr. Noah Olatoye. I don't know if he has anything to share with us, sir.
Okay. Thanks, Toib. Thanks everyone for joining. I think Toib has nailed it. He has said almost everything I have in my mind. But pretty much, I think I should just say one or two things as just a word of encouragement, especially for people who are doing this for the first time. Yeah, some of us are doing this for the first time. But the cool thing is, um, just to confirm, hope you guys can hear me. Hope I'm audible enough.
Yeah, you're audible, sir.
All right, cool. So just a word of encouragement to all the guys who are starting this thing for the first time. We know that tech now is like, if you're not into tech, it's like you don't have a career. That's the way tech has been rated. So venturing into it, regardless of how, either through coding or non-coding tech skills, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is having a seat on the table and being able to be among of the game changers, to impact life, to transform people. So I'll just ask some, or just answer some pretty much questions that some of you may be asking. And I feel the first question I assume that some of you will be asking is, what's the catch? Why are you guys offering this thing for free? There must be a catch. I know some smart people here will be asking themselves that question. And as Toibat said, we flag off this program in 2020. Yeah. Yes, I think in 2020. And we've consistently done this up to this year. So you should know that this is not a talk show. It's something that we've run consistently for this is the 4th year now. And if there's anything that should motivate you, is your coordinator, a Toib that is talking to you right now. I just imagine in my mind, if we hadn't started diversity, yes, Toib might succeed, but I don't know how. There are likes of Toib like that who took the program serious, and right now they have opportunities to speak at events, coordinate other people, impact more life, take on new projects. So you see that impact for us at Instinct Hub is what really matter. Helping other people to achieve success, because it is in helping other people that we get our own breakthrough. And one problem that we have in Nigeria, in fact in Africa as a whole, is that we are too selfish. Everybody just wants to be successful and not caring about whether others are or they are not. So, but the tech ecosystem is different. The tech ecosystem is very different. Tech ecosystem is democratized. Whether you want to help people or not, somebody is going to help them. So in other words, if I was supposed to help Toib at that beginning stage and I refuse, another platform will. So that's the tech platform for you. So take, for instance, if you're supposed to know how to solve a problem and you can't, someone else will. So, and those are things we need to have at the back of our mind. It is all about helping people. If we're to charge each and every one of you for this service, you pay nothing less than 300,000 naira. To have the level of resources that we are going to be giving to you in the next couple of weeks. But all of these things you're having it for free. So for the record, I wrote, I don't even know if it's a video or an article that I wrote about the people who started with us in 2020 and the people who have succeeded now, and the differences between those who succeeded and those who didn't. Some people took the program in 2020 and they are currently practicing tech. Some people took the program in 2020 and they don't have any proof to show. Okay, so some of you that are here, in the next 2-3 years, you have something so much to show. And at the same time, some of you in this very call right now would literally not have anything to show. Now, time would justify what I've just said. I can't tell whether is Abike that I'm seeing on this call now, or whether it's Biodun, whether it's Adeni. But time will tell what happens at the end of the day. If you get to be successful with it, if you don't, time will tell. And how is time going to tell? It depends on what matters to you. Like Toibat said, every week you're going to be chunked, you're going to be given small things to do. Those small things matter. So how you take those small, small things determine how your next 2 years is going to be in tech. Those small, small things that we're going to be giving, because the way we've structured our program is we're going to be throwing things that you can just imagine. For some of you who have enrolled in the digital literacy course, you just be looking at it like, look at all these cheap things, very we approach it very easily. It will look as if we are not serious. We give you small thing. But if you miss one part of the puzzle, one part of the block, and you jump to the next one, you struggle. In fact, you find it very difficult to meet up with others. So in other words, I want us to have this conversation again in the next couple of months. And I want you to make what I'm telling you today sink. Tech is not beans. Tech is hard. And do you know why tech is hard? Because with tech, there's no bribery, there is no corruption. Machine doesn't care whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're handsome, whether you're not handsome. Machine doesn't care. If you write your code today and you forget to put a comma and the code breaks, if you like, go to the highest mountain to pray. That code would never run until God open your eyes to see that, hey, go and remove that thing that is not done properly. So in other words, you're expected to be a perfectionist because machines just understand commands. Majority of you are going to feel frustrated because your code is not going to work. Your project is not going to look like that of your instructor. It will look as if you don't know anything. Yes, it's an error. First thing that tech skills let you understand as a person is it makes you just see clearly that you are not perfect. It humbles you to make you really understand that you are just not perfect. Ever since I've started this conversation with you guys now, I would have made some grammatical blunder. Maybe none of you would even pick it. Maybe few of you would know. But if I am speaking to the machine, I have to be 100% perfect. So it then makes it very somehow where you're going to sit with a line of code, line of project, and you'll be frustrated because it's not working. You have to take tutorials again and again, and every time you reach that point again, that code will break. Those initial stages in our life help us to build resilience. But that is the most stage where so many people back down, they just give up. And when they give up, that's the end of the story. So I'm telling you all of these things so that when they begin to play out, you understand that they are part of the playbook. It's not something that you should underestimate. You shouldn't feel bad because your code or your project is not as fine as others. All you just need to understand is that they said I should get 5 items done. I have done the 5 items. Whatever it takes you to get there doesn't matter. So I just want you guys, because we are not here to joke. So far, in fact, let me even gist you guys. We have about close to 5,000 people who have enrolled for this very course. More than 5,000 people, yes, who have enrolled for this very course. Now, by the time we're going to shortlist, hopefully we get 1,000 people who are going to qualify. Now, if you then have 1,000 people who will qualify, hopefully, we get 30 people, 20 people who are going to see it through. Along the way, people who are weak, who don't have the strong mind, who don't believe in themselves, who give up so easily, who just begin to drop off. And I want you guys to have something. It is not because you don't have money. That is why you're not learning the right skills. In this our line of discipline, there are people who have paid for the program, but still they can't complete it. You know, imagine chasing somebody up and down. You've paid us, come and learn. You've paid us. So it's not about you having money. This problem of us not completing things in our life is a personal thing. All right. So it's a personal thing. So it's very important that we have this moment of truth and we speak clearly to ourselves. Don't feel emotional. And the fantastic thing here, you remember I said that the system is not going to cut corners. Whatever you're doing, we are not going to be, it's not Toib that decides whether you scale through or not. It's not me. The system are already in place. We say complete a course, you don't complete it. The system tells us, like, submit a project. You do not submit a project. We know. So we are just here to guide you. There's already a system in place to grade you. So whatever you put into the system is what you get. So it's not about knowing me. It's not about knowing Toib. It's all about you. So take, for instance, there are some people that didn't take the initial assessment and they are not here today. You know, they are not here today. So please, let's just have this mindset that what you put in is what you get. The number of effort you put in is what you get. And guess what? I will tell you for free, it pays to have a technology skills. It pays a lot. All right. And I just hope that with all those things I've said, somebody would be inspired to really put in the work. Put in the work so much that your entire life depends on it. We are not charging you anything. All we are just asking of you is that commitment. All we are asking of you is that dedication. And regarding the certification, yes, we said we're going to give 10 people, 10 people who exceed expectations at all level, attendance-wise, project completion-wise, course completion-wise. Those 10 people who are standing are people we usually celebrate in terms of just giving them access to more features. But I want to tell you one thing for free. Certification, when it comes to tech, is not it though. For the past 10 years, or yes, around almost a decade now, I've never submitted nobody have asked me of my certifications. Nobody. I've never had the reason to be looking for one certificate or the other. But guess what? I have worked on banks projects, lots of, fantastic projects, like very huge projects. And I keep on working. So your level of expertise, to get to a point, you get to benefit from referrals. Somebody will just say, hey, that guy, if you want this thing to be successful, that guy is your guy. And whenever they come to you, make sure that that prophecy is established. So certification is good, but trust me, I have never used it. As I talk to you right now, I don't know where my certificates are. Maybe when I'm going into politics one day, I will look for them. But I don't know. In this, yes, I know that there are some specific fields that certification matter. I know one thing, that one area that values certification in the tech ecosystem, like Kilode, is cybersecurity. Those ones, they carry certificate on their head. I don't know why, but when you guys venture into the training session, your instructor will tell you, so, but not all, and I feel again, for cybersecurity guys, it might be that because they have already, they've built an ecosystem that the only way they can validate your skills is going through all of those certification, because they are going to test you on their virtual machines and all of that. Maybe that's why. But you see, web dev, product design, copywriting, come on. It's even for the cybersecurity thing. If you really want to make way, I don't think it's through certification, because if you want to make heaven now, if you want to make something happen in the cybersecurity space, imagine you just detect one vulnerability and you build a solution to solve that vulnerability, and you approach a company to sell that product to them and they refuse, and you start your own startup and you begin to make your own way, you raise money, you've made it without certification. And that's what I want you guys to understand. You know, so the era of where you carry certificate on your head is not it. In fact, certificate that you cannot defend is as useless as nothing. So it is okay to obtain certification, but I just want you guys, all I'm just saying is that certificate that you cannot defend does not worth it. So while there are chances for you guys to obtain certificate, whether you are part of the top 10 or not, there are still ways. I mean, just a token that you can. Toib, how much is it? I think Toib is going to relate it to you guys. Is an amount that you can just use to subscribe DSTV or thereabouts. You know, it's a very small amount of money, because, and the reason why we're charging for that is simple. The moment you have a certificate with us, we make sure that that certificate is available for life, is digitally available, which means you can share the link with anybody. Is available on the cloud. You can download it, share on your social media platform. And also, this time around, we're still going to be doing like a final exam to test this whole thing. So that you're part of the 10 people who got the voucher does not even mean that you're going to get the certificate if you cannot pass the final exam. All we are just trying to do is that I want every one of you to be able to defend your skill sets. I don't care what anybody thinks about you, but when they have you in the room and somebody is talking about your skill set, you should not be questionable. You know, I was just reading about Victor Osimhen, how the likes of PSG and Chelsea are bidding for him, you know, for those of us who like sports. And I'm like, you can be so good that people will bid for you. You can be extremely so good that people will bid for you. In fact, Napoli's coach is complaining right now that it's apparent that they cannot keep the guy anymore, because when big clubs are running after players like that, especially with good offers, there's little that they can do. You know, so just strive to become that symbol of excellence in whatever you do. So please, I am spending a lot of resources. You guys don't even want to know how much we spend on our cloud services, everything to make sure all these things are running. You don't even want to have an idea. But guess what? We are bearing the cost, because I'm looking for another person who is going to be a talk of the town in the tech space as a result of taking this program. And I believe that as we all just rally around to do that, to be a better space. So I'm wrapping it up here. Just so Toib can walk you guys through whatever thing we have on the agenda. I know majority of us have been trying to take the courses with our mobile phones, which is fantastic, right? But I will say that you need a laptop for you to enjoy this program. You need a laptop. I don't think there's any of the training track that doesn't need a laptop. For a product designer, you need a laptop. For web development, you need a laptop. You all need a laptop to get this thing running. But I mean, we're not bringing that up because the digital literacy thing are just theoretical. You could listen to it on your phone and you're good. Take the tax. Is even Word document, fill it up and you're done. But talking about the core concept of what you're trying to learn, you cannot use a phone to successfully complete the program. And I must also say that um, somebody said the site isn't opening on the laptop. Okay, I'll respond to that. And I must also say that uh, when you look at all of these things, when I when I ventured into tech in 2012, thereabouts, I didn't have a laptop. In fact, we didn't have anything that has anything to do with laptop in my house. Then I had just finished, school, and my parents didn't have anything. Like my parents they were not rich, you know, they were things were hard. The only TV we had in the house was the kind of TV that when they bring light last on like this, anywhere we are, we'll be rushing home to go and on the TV. Because if we spend like 5 minutes and we don't on the TV when they bring their light, when they first bring the light to be full, as time goes on during those days, it will now be dropping. If we don't on the TV quicker, the TV will not come on until, and when the TV doesn't come on, we'll not be praying that they take the light because there's no point. There's no point. That was how hard it was. So there was no laptop. There was nothing. But one thing I was very good at, I am very good at borrowing other people's laptop to use. Borrowing other people's laptop to use, because it became very easy for me to do, because that was even what I did in school. I didn't have textbooks. I would borrow my friends' own. When I noticed my friends were not going to borrow me their textbook, when they are sleeping, I'll sneakily go and take their textbook. Before they wake up in the morning, I would have returned it back, so they won't know anything happened. But me, I've read what we're supposed to read along the way. You can imagine ways these things work. And I'm not the only one who have done this similar thing. If you have read about the story of Bill Gates, read about the story of Steve Jobs, these guys didn't have those resources. They have to sneak into libraries, because in their era, there wasn't anything like laptop. They use what they call time sharing. So in other words, just like what we used to do in cafe, they'll give you 30 minutes to go and use your own time. When you finish, they found a way to hack that system in such a way that they can have more time. So they spend more time in the library. The day they found out, they kicked them out of the library, and they still had to find another way. So you imagine those kind of life in their, just imagine what it means for them then. They have to even expel them from the school. But they didn't give up. But because they had pre-learned some things over the time, when an opportunity came, a company was looking for some young guys there who could operate computer, and they happened to be the guys. It was even the school who expelled them because of that, their evil act. They say, hey, we know of a young set of people that broke into our system. I think they might be good fit. They were the one who invited them to come and intern with those companies looking for them. And that's how everything transformed. So don't think it's easy. If you look at Bill Gates right now, this guy is controlling billions. No, they have gone through so many things. And you cannot give an excuse that, because I don't have a laptop. If I can learn all these things without a laptop, and in this even era that if you look 1, 2, 3, 5 people in your life, there's somebody that has a laptop, you don't have an excuse. So find a way. If you need to, I don't know how you're going to do it, but trust me, I'm just trying to let you know that you don't have a laptop is a good reason, but it shouldn't stop you. If you have to stay up at night while others are sleeping and you make use of their devices, do it. Whatever it takes, just do it. Let me just don't bore you guys with so many. There are just so many things to pour out, but I believe that as we go along the way, we'll be able to provide the support to scale through. So the person who couldn't view the sites on the laptop, so I don't know pretty much. I can't really tell why, but some things could be that so it could be network, it could be so many things, but I just really need to know the specifics of how you couldn't get it. I think you could just chat us up, like just give us a private chat so that we can look into that. But one thing we have seen is some networks. I don't know. We didn't sin against any network provider. So it was just, I think, chatting with me yesterday. How Airtel that he has been using properly, just stop pinging one of our platform. Those things happen. But when we see things like that, we also try to run some diagnostic check on our end and also see if we can reach the network provider and also our hosting provider as well to mitigate all of these things. So there might be some of this inconsistency, but we just we need to know what the issues are. If it's not working, try another internet, try another network. And I want you guys to understand that you're venturing into this thing already. You're debugging already. You're helping a platform to get better already, and that's what we do as software engineers. We try, one thing doesn't work, you try to pivot, you try another thing, so that when you're giving us feedback, you could say, oh, you know what? When I try it on this system, it didn't work. Don't just give up like that. Try it on another device. Try it with another network. Then you now say, okay, even you two, you will figure it out. Then you can then give us a constructive feedback to say, oh, look, I tried this thing on so, it didn't work, but when I did this, it worked. It gives us that direct approach in helping solving the issue, so that another person too will not fall into that kind of challenges. So pretty much that's it. I think Emmanuel is raising up his hands. I don't know if the coordinator wants to hear questions right now, but Toib, thank you. Over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. I'm really impressed because this is the first time I've been hearing your story on how you get started with in tech. All right. So it's really, really impressive. All right. Moving on. Um, Everything I have to say has been said in details by Mr. Noam. And can I get just some emoji of a round of applause for what he has just shared with us, because it's really, really impressive. Like, it's really impressive. So thank you very much, sir. And yeah, so pretty much Tech Diversity is not just a program, but it's a platform for a life changer for those who are interested. Because I could remember, despite the fact that I'm a cybersecurity student, I'm still a student though, and Tech Diversity program has basically shaped my career, and moving from one domain to another. As a cybersecurity, I can still be boast like, yes, I'm still a front-end engineer, and yeah, and I can still be boast of a data analysis as well, all through the Tech Diversity program, because it has really, really helped me a lot, and that doesn't makes me dump my cybersecurity, because that is one of my that is one of my strengths, right? So thank you very much once again, sir. And we are coming to the end of the program, but before that, I would like to just attend to five first person that raise up their hand, and then I'm going to screenshot, and then that is only the five people I'm going to ask questions for. Now, I have Gideon, I have King, I have Ayolu, I have Emmanuel. All right, so that is the four people for now. Okay, yeah, Gideon. Let me. All right, Gideon, you have a question? Gideon, are you with us? I think Gideon is having network issue. Then Ayolu.
Okay. Good afternoon, guys.
Yeah, good
Can
afternoon.
we all hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I have this question because I know I've registered on the platform for a while now, and on the group I saw comments like, okay, the LMS platform, like it seems like a site or something, but I'm kind of confused now. I don't know what that is because I was hoping to receive a mail in my mailbox as to how the program will project, but I haven't received anything. So I want to know what is the line of action regarding the program.
All right. Thank you very much, Ayo. That is a very fantastic question from your end. Basically, the program has not started yet. We are starting by April, but we are just using this medium to filter those who are really, really interested, because the moment you put out an opportunity, you see many people applying for the opportunity, and many people securing the spots in which others who will be serious with the program are already we secure the spots, which we not allow others who are interested, who are fully interested, to get the opportunity. So that is one of the reasons why we are still at the filtering stage. And then one of our criteria, the measures that we've put in place, is the completion of this digital literacy course. One thing with this digital literacy course is, let me just first answer the question you asked before I chip in. You asked regarding the LMS, maybe the email address or the likes. So I discovered that when I send the email address, I don't know, some people didn't get the email. And then that is one of the reasons why I dropped the content of the email address in the WhatsApp community group, and I pin the message. So I'm going to resend that very message immediately after this call, so that those who didn't receive that, the email address, will know what to do. And then moving down to the digital literacy course, I know some of us are familiar with what the content of the course, right? We are familiar with it, but one of the reasons why we chip in that um, digital literacy courses, one, it will introduce you to our platform, knows how our platform works before the main program starts. You already have an insight of, okay, this is how the instinctor platform looks like even before the program, so for you to know how our platform works. So that is one of the major reasons why we put out the digital literacy, and for us to be able to filter those who are really, really interested. Because, like Mr. Noah said, we have over 5,000 applicants for this training, and I'm very, very sure that not all these 5,000 applicants are serious. You know, when you see an opportunity in the first place, people we will be putting for the opportunities. But what we are after at Instinct Top is the value that we are giving out, and we want the student to have sense of the value of what we are giving out, right? Imagine we are giving out a resources worth of 300,000 naira, and so that is one of the reasons why we are having this digital literacy course, and to introduce you to our platform. I believe that's answered the question, Ayolu.
Yes, so
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
it does.
just
It does.
so yeah, just to Ayo, um, I know some of you are asking LMS. LMS stands for Learning Management System. So the mode of teaching here is two ways, it's hybrid. So while we have courses on our platform that you're to take, okay, we're still going to be meeting with you guys every Saturday. And that's not all. With the Slack channel that you guys will be added to, there can be collaborations. In fact, there can be meetings between you guys. So they can be peer-to-peer meetings. If you spot someone who have more understanding than you do, and you need clarity, you chat the person up and request if the person can have like a 30-minute session with you, just to provide you clarity. So all of those things are tied together. So the learning management system is where we hosted all our courses, you know, where we are going to be assigning all the tasks that is expected. That is where you're going to take your quizzes, you're going to take the courses, you're going to submit your projects, you know, you get feedbacks, you know, as well. So in fact, the LMS is where some of you who had enrolled for this program had taken the pre-assessment. So I would say this, please, for the existing users that we had, if you haven't enrolled for this cohort, you need to. Because one thing about this about enrolling for the cohort is that is what gives us an idea of the set of people that we get updates from us for the program. Those are the people we are looking out for. Remember, we're going to have cohort 1, cohort 2, you know, in some instances we've had cohort 3. So we've grouped people like that. So if you're an existing user and you've not enrolled for this cohort 4.0, then that's the first thing we need to iron out. All right. So if you haven't enrolled for the cohort, please let us know. Just chat us up. We'll share the link. It's just a link. In fact, we'll share the video. I think the best thing to share, Toib, is that's what the process video, so that when the person look at the video, the person sees how this entire thing work. Also, with all of these questions that you guys are raising, I think we need to introduce you guys to a short course on how to use the platform entirely. I think I am going to see to that. I know the guys have recorded some videos on it. I'm not sure if we have published it yet, but I'm going to follow up on that so that you guys have an idea of where to find anything on the platform. So Tori, please, you can add that to part of what we'll do. I think MS has helped us with that at some point. Yes, MS has helped us with how to some videos on how to use the platform entirely. So we need to upgrade the content, remove the previous videos that we had of the previous platform and update it with the new one. So we'll try as much as we can to provide you guys information on how to use the tool, because the tool is what tells us what you're doing. So we must get it right. For most of you having connection issues, login issues, and all of that, we just need to get it right. It might take a while, you know, because every user with their peculiarity. The fact that it's working from our end is not enough. We must make sure it works on your own system, regardless of where you are. But we need to just be able to have that conversation so that we can iron it out. So over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And so moving on to the second person, and I have Adeni. Can you? Yeah. Adeni,
Hello.
are you on the call with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Can hear
Yeah,
you.
good afternoon, Toyib. And I want to firstly appreciate Mr. Noah for his effort to bring this thing on, and for him to be able to give us so many insights about this tech, which I really appreciated. And secondly, my question was that about the literacy, which I've been trying to do on my laptop. The challenge I was facing was that I was unable to submit the project, and the question that the video that I've streamlined to watch is still bringing me back to still watch the video that I've watched. Like I have to answer some question like 3-5 times the quiz. They have to re-answer it. So I don't know if that will be used to judge, but I don't know. But I'm still 90% done as I am present. So that's my question. And one other thing, you mentioned about the Slack. I don't know how this Slack is going to work. Maybe you're going to invite us to be able to join the link later. I don't know. So you can try to explain that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me pick it up from the second question, moving that before I move to the first question you asked. So you had asking about the Slack. So successful candidates we get an invite to join the Slack channels. It is not it is not everyone that will get a Slack invite. It is only the successful applicants that meet our criteria for them to join the tech diversity program are going to get it. And then one of the criteria is you completing the digital literacy course and submitting the project. So regarding the issue that you are having with trying to rewatch a video, the step is not counting. And I can't really say per se that this is what the issue is all about. But to me, to my knowledge on the LMS, is that sometimes this happens due to your browser cache. You can always clear your browser cache for you to for the courses that you've already watched or the quiz that you've already attempted to click successful, right? So regarding the projects for digital literacy, and then this is for everyone as well. I can see some people has been trying to get access to the document that they need edit access. No, we are not giving anybody edit access. So once you get to the final project, once you click on the Google link, you can download the documents to your local, maybe your phone or your system. You can download it. So once you download the document, then edit it on your system, like put in your answers, then you can now re-upload it in the submit field. I hope I'm communicating.
Yes.
You can upload it on the submit field, right? Instead of you trying to get edit access, download it. Once you get to the drive in which you
I've done that, but on the submit project is not
Yeah.
bringing anywhere you can upload on the submit project.
So just to assist in responding, you know, so some of the quizzes in between the videos, they have required points that you must get. So take for instance, if a quiz says that you're expected to get 13 points and you get 12 points, that step will remain incomplete until you take it again and again and get the actual points. So one thing to put into consideration when you're taking those quizzes, just look at it and read the instruction. What are the requirements? How many points do they want me to get here? Remember, we are not there. Some of you will just put those videos on play and go to the kitchen and start chilling. And there's no way we can tell. But the only way we can tell is if you can get my questions right. Because one thing that some of those quizzes will do to you is, if you don't pay attention to the video, you realize that you have to go and re-listen, re-watch some of the video to be able to grasp the right answers to the question. So that's what we want to, that's subconscious is the reason for the quizzes. So you need to just make sure that you read that first instruction before you start taking the quiz. How many points is required? And, skill treat like that. Secondly, the way we try to program the platform, for some, they can just next the video to the end and expect that the step will be marked as complete. In most situations, it won't work. So what we try to do under the hood, there are several metrics we put together to say you finish watching a video, you finish reading a text in a step. Parameters like, okay, yes, you're done watching the video. Did you spend the time on that video that is amount the number of the watch hour? You know, if not, that step will not be complete. So take for instance, if the video is 5 minutes and I'm not even supposed to be saying all these things because there are some hackers in our midst that would that might come and try us. But I mean, all I'm just trying to say is that it is important to know that we track all of these things. You know, we track all of these things, and if you next or you fast forward the video to the end, it's going to make you to come back. When you then get to the point where you need to submit project, the system will then tell you, hey, you need to go back and do this properly. So we should just be, and I like the fact that all these conversations are coming up now. That's the reason why we are introducing this literacy course at this beginner stage, get you familiar with the platform, make you ask some questions, you know, at the end of the day, before we even get into the course proper, you know, some of us are already getting acquainted into how the system works. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. So the next person I'll take, I've already taken 2 people. I have 3 more. And so I have King, right? Kinika King. So you can proceed with your question. After this, I'm taking 2 more questions. And then I have someone who has commented this question. King, are you with us? Okay, let me proceed to the next person. David. I think David has dropped his question. Yeah. So the question is, are the courses starting from scratch? Yes. All the courses are definitely starting from scratch. Like every track you enroll, be it backend, be it front end, be it data analysis, we are getting started from the beginner stage. We assume that all the courses that we have on our platform, we've already assumed that you don't know anything, even if you don't have any computer background. That is what we have in our courses. We already assume that you don't know anything. We are starting from scratch. Everything is starting from scratch. And I think I've answered David's question. So I have Chiki. Yeah. Chike, can you go on with your question? Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and
Yeah,
thank
good
you for
afternoon.
this opportunity to ask just a few questions. One of the questions I want to ask is that since the program is going to be starting by April, how long will it elapse? How long will it take for it to elapse? And after completion of this program, is there any opportunity, because I joined this very section late, so is there any opportunity for internship or any of the listing before, like where you can actually use and work with real codes or real activities? So I just want to know just a few of these questions. So that's just what I have for now.
All right. Thank you very much. So the program is going to last for 12 weeks. So approximately 3 months. So and at the end of the program, like we said, the overall best student is going to get an internship, right? And also for others who actually meet our criteria, we don't promise, right? Because we can't promise what we can achieve, basically. But if we check within our network and then we discover organizations who are in need of interns, we can place that is one of the reasons why we have the WhatsApp community. We always place our students on interns based on our network who are in need of interns. So we don't usually take those outside our network, outside our community. We always bring it back to our community. So that is it about that. The program is going to last for 12 weeks, and then overall best students for the whole track is going to get free internship with Instinct Hub, regardless of your track, be it cybersecurity, data analysis, front end, back end. You are going to get an internship with us at Instinct Hub. And then the top 10 is going to get free certificates, while others who met criteria are going to get a certificate for a token of 5,000 naira. Yes, so for a token of 5,000 naira, for those who meet our criteria, who meet the requirements, and we're going to get, but the top 10 of the students are going to get free certificates, while others are going to get a certificate for a token. Imagine we're giving a content or a course for over 300,000, and then just asking just a token of 5,000 naira for the certificate. Shouldn't be a big deal, right? So, but for the intern, just only the best student is going to get it. And also, if we add from our network who are in need, let's say, for example, our network are in need of a cybersecurity intern, definitely we are going to go back to our community and check those who have met our criteria, who have met our requirement, that we believe that, yes, they have the ability to, they have the skills, then we are going to place them with the intern. So I'm taking one more last question because it's 18 minutes past 1, and then the call is expected to end by 1. So I have okay, who should I pick? Okay, I have Matthew. Yeah, this is going to be the last question. And then if you have any other question, you can drop it in the WhatsApp community. I will definitely attend to all. So Matthew.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, thank you, Instinct, for this opportunity, and it's really a wonderful one. So most of
Matthew, I don't know, we can't hear you.
hello, can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, the network was fluctuating. As I said, I said most of my concerns has actually been dealt with, but I just have one left, and which is due to some reasons, some of us might not be able to meet up with the Saturday sessions. And I don't know if this time it will be recorded so that we can always refer back to it. Because though the videos are very self-explanatory, but sometimes you need hands-on experience with, like, while the tutor is typing, doing this, you want to be typing as well and following up with the course. So, but sometimes those videos are not recorded, and if you miss the session, maybe due to work or anything, you can't actually get back to it. So I want to know if you have that opportunity.
I can't guarantee of the Saturday session being recorded, but basically we are going to try our possible best to see how feasible it's going to be for maybe it's going to be recorded or not. But for now, I can't guarantee that it's going to be recorded. I can't guarantee that it's going to be recorded. So, but we're still looking for the feasibilities because, you know, for class to be recorded, and we need some space, extra space to upload those content and the like. So, still looking at the feasibility. Is going to, but we are going to try our possible best for you guys to get the best experience with the program. All right. So I think someone is trying to. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to take this last person, which is I think it's Anike, right? Did I got it?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you for the opportunity to ask my question at least. So the literacy, the digital literacy quiz, yeah. Is it is it everyday quiz, or you can just do everything at once?
All right. Your question goes in line with what Chiki just put up now. It's asking how many days of the week. So the thing is, you can learn at your own pace. You can decide that, okay, I want to learn, like, let me use myself as an instance. When I was learning back then, I learn at my own pace. And then I usually choose within 3 a.m. down to 6 a.m. because I know the network is always stable at that moment. So that is the time I usually do. Anything aside that, I don't do my personal learning. That is the time I've already stipulate for my learning, right? So basically, this program is you learn at your own pace, at least maximum of um 72 hours in a week,
Okay.
maximum of 72 hours in a week. You can just split, okay, maximum of 72 hours. Okay, this is how I want to split my 72 hours. I can do it straight up and I can split it that, okay, if I do today, if I do 5 hours today, the next day I do another hours, the following day I did another hours, right? But just make sure that in a week, the task that has been sent to you in a week, you complete it before the following week. Because
Okay.
if you did not complete it, we are still going to roll out another tax. Then the tax will now be piling up. And then this is how we do it. We're still going to be delisting some set of students as the program moves on. So those who, in the first 4 weeks, those who didn't meet our criteria will be delisted from the program. So we give
Oh,
you tasks for the next 4 weeks and you did not complete it. You did not meet at least 70% of what is being expected of you to do. We are going to delist you, and then we are going to continue the program. Then for the next 4 weeks again, those who didn't meet the criteria again will be delisted. So that's how we are going to do it. But it is learning at your own pace, and then we've already put everything together to make it more seamless for everyone.
okay. Is this
Going
for the digital literacy quiz, or when the real course starts?
Yeah, when the real course started, it's yeah, when the real course started, this is what I but for the digital literacy, you are expected to submit the programs, you are expected to submit to finish it up by 15th of March.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're expected. It is. I will still send the message in the group. Everything is has been said in the message that I sent. I'm going to send it again in the group. So you are expected to finish it up because by 20th of March, the successful candidates who will benefit from this program will be getting email address starting from 20th of March. So from now till you have at least 13 days for you to finish the digital literacy course.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So this basically take us to the end of the call. And if you have any other question, you can always drop it in the WhatsApp community. We are going to respond to you guys in as much as we can. And I would like to say thank you for joining this webinar. And I wish you guys the best in the tech ecosystem. So remember, tech is the next oil money, but at the same time, you can be in tech and still be broke. Because some of my guys said they are not tech bro, but they are tech broke. So if you want, you can choose which one you want to be. Either you are the tech bro or the tech broke. So just a joke. So tech is everything is not rocket science. It's not something that you do today and you see results the next day. No, it's not something you do today and you start seeing the result next day. It takes time. It takes time for you to see results. But one thing that I would say is your consistency. Just be consistent in everything you are doing. Just make sure that you are doing it in the right way. And then that is why we have this tech diversity program, because we always make sure that you are doing the things in the right way. So thank you guys for joining us again, and then we see you soon. other times. Sorry, before we go, let's just take some screenshots. I want everybody to turn off their camera. Let's see, maybe we have robots behind us. Let's see, maybe we have robots behind us. I'm going to start from my own end. Yeah, so just want to take some screenshots. Yeah, turn on your camera. Turn it on. I'm going to take the screenshots now. Yeah. All right. Okay. On the count of 5, I'm going to take the screenshots. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys for joining us, and yeah, I
Thanks,
wish
Martha.
you all the best.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.